Number 2, social responsibility.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one's a little bit of a hot topic in marketing because of making sure that with all the channels we have available right now, are we being very careful with supporting those, you know, other bodies that are out there. So who would like to weigh in?
I'll jump in with backdrop as well, because I think we've come through back end of 2019, all of 2020, massive global social upheaval. Doesn't matter whether you're just talking about COVID, whether you're talking about bushfires in Australia, whether you're talking about political environments, just really significant upheaval. And social media has been getting a pretty severe ticking off from a lot of areas. And I think businesses need to be aware that their consumers are looking for a little bit more. They want, and
that's what it is.
A lot of people can fall for the usual trick of, well, their customers, they might not understand exactly what we're doing as a business, and I can gloss over this. You can't gloss over things.
Not anymore.
You've really got to be genuine. You've got to be passionate about what you do. So I think that as a backdrop, it's
not even just passionate about what you do. I mean, audience now and consumers want to know that you are giving back to the community, that your brand message is more than just making money. So
it's a big trend.
It's a huge trend.
Before that, like, it's not just giving back, it's also like being supportive of some sort of message or being out there in the community, even sustainability, being green, all those kind of things. We worked on a script recently, and it was all about like being sustainable, solar panels on operational. It's not a cop out. It's making sure that you're fulfilling that extra need that people and audiences and society want.
I could say right now that we've done so many videos this year, and we have so many in production for next year already that are really around that brand story and brand awareness and that ethical sustainability behind the brand itself, because consumers don't care just about the price anymore or the flashy advertisement. They want you to humanize the brand. They want to know you're giving back, and they want to know that your mission is bigger than that. And if your brand's not doing that right now, you need to think about that.
2021, you
really need to.
This is all because of the Gen Y millennials.
Here we go.
That's it.
But it is, I think.
Which I think is amazing.
As a consumer,
it's a good thing.
They have really driven this agenda.
Yeah.
I mean, and you've got it.
It's work-life balance.
They've really been
in terms of size and prowess from a consumer point of view. The Gen Ys is now, they're sort of, what are they, 37 to 40, and sort of into their 20s. So you look at that in terms of consumer segment coming through, and they're really focused on social responsibility and meaning, not just about just buying a product or working for a business. It's got to have some sort of reason and something a bit deeper with it. It's
identity.
And that's not even just for buying the product, that's for working within the company as well, which is why we've been doing videos that aren't only for the business to
they're not the external, they're also the internal.
They're internals as well. And I think it's a really important thing that all brands should be looking at right now. What do they really stand for? And if they are doing great things out there, I know it sounds a little, sometimes like, oh, look at me doing great things, but your consumers want to know, your customers want to know that you're doing these, and you should highlight those and really put them out there and make them more of your brand story.
So long as you're doing it in a genuine
nature. We
chose a random charity to support.
No, but a lot of people actually,
we're taking cables out of the box, because it'll be more.
Yes.
But I think you're right there, mate, because I think that we talk to our clients about when you're putting out your social responsibility side, then be passionate about it. So don't just wander along the street and go, oh, rightio, we're going to do this because that looks like the right thing to do. You've really got to get to what is it that resonates with your brand, and what resonates with the audience that you're trying to talk to, and be passionate about that, because the more that you as a business are passionate about it, the more that your audience will realize that this is genuine. And don't forget to tell the why. So if you are going to promote the fact that you are socially responsible, inform people why you are socially responsible and why you are passionate about this particular one, because then they will actually take that genuine nature and engage with it. Otherwise, if you just
question, well, no, this fits perfectly. The question is from Mark: does your organization need a purpose and to communicate that purpose? Is the purpose a new vision or mission? So on to Kristin's point is the why. It should into your vision. It shouldn't be, this is very important. And I've done years of corporate marketing as well. And it's the one thing that the biggest mistake that I've seen being made is that they go, quick, pick a random charity. And then your customers go, well, we get that you're trying to be good, but it doesn't feel right because it's not, it has to be part of your vision. So no, it's not about redefining your vision. It's about saying what aligns with our vision. And can I just clarify as well? It's not just going, we need to support a charity. It's like, we need to be more sustainable. We need to look after our workforce. We need to provide work-life balance. And as a copywriter doing a lot of websites, one of the biggest pages now that we're seeing traffic on is the About Us page. And there's a reason for that. And it's that.
Absolutely. And convey it. But and if you can articulate it well, then you actually then you're doing the right thing, because you're passionate about it. And just make sure that it's relevant to you as a business, and then relevant to your audience. Now, there's a lot of companies out there that will do socially responsible activities, which they don't need to communicate because they're relevant to the business. They're not necessarily relevant to the audience. The audience, wants to consume stuff and they're interested. Final one is engage your employees in it. Because there is important, it's not just about a top down. The employees are the ones that will drive the genuine nature. And then if you're doing, as you talked about, you're doing as many videos about the external of products and services as you are about the internal. And when you can get employee stories around the social responsibility that a business is doing, that's just, you don't need to market after that.
I mean, those are your own influencers in general, when you have your whole all your employees on board and really believing in your message and what you're putting out there.
So to sum up, social responsibility, anyone?
It's like it has to be done. It's getting bigger. And make sure it's relevant.
Also, it's not like it's new.
No.
It's not like, it's just a continuing growing trend. I mean,
but it's becoming pertinent.
15 years ago, we did
absolutely
research study on consumer social responsibility or corporate social responsibility. And it wasn't that big back then. That was something that was
a nice to have.
It was new. This is an interesting concept.
Well, it used to be okay to have a policy, didn't it? And now now you've actually got to implement what you're doing. And that's the difference.
And that is, and you said that, and I think you forget sometimes how smart customers are, and they can tell intuitive. If you're just doing it to tack on social responsibility, or if you truly believe in something. So if you're not doing anything yet, that's okay. It's just that it's a good time. It's about to become the holidays. Really sit down and think, what aligns with our product? How can we better our employees with diversity or work-life balance? How can we be more sustainable with our products or services? And what is something that could be really meaningful to attach ourselves to that would really resonate with myself, my customers, and my employees? And just like the automation, take it step by step. Start with something small and work your way up. As long as it's genuine, it will be very helpful for the next year.
Our office is RSPCA, New South Wales. We love dogs. Foster dogs everywhere in our office.